I've got a question. Which one of these mixes sounds the best? Most people would probably say A sounds the best. If someone came up and showed me this blind, I would think A sounds the best. B sounds flat, and C just is a little boring. But when I hear A, I hear, ooh, the synth sounds more bright and in your face. There's more punch and character in the kick. The drums are hitting harder. In reality, the only difference between A and C is A is 2 decibels louder. The trick here is whenever we hear things louder as humans, we just think it sounds better. To the untrained ear, you will just think that A sounds better than C. Why? Because it just is louder, it's more stimulating. So this trick will get you a lot. This will mess you up. So I wanted to show that to you because I wanted you to realize that when you throw like 5 plugins on your master or your vocals or your beat and it sounds so much louder, you'll think this sounds better. The more plugins, the better. The truth is, the more plugins does not mean your mix is better. It does not mean your song is punchier. What it means is it's just louder. So you can manually fix that by turning your output gain of a plugin and trying to level match that with your perceived loudness. Just listen to it and try to match the volume. But there's one plugin, one EQ that totally changed the way I thought about this, and that was FabFilter Pro Q3. FabFilter Pro Q4 just came out, so now I'm using that as well. Utilizing this will change the way you EQ, and it changed the way I EQ. You'll make way better decisions on your EQ. You'll get way more straight to the point and spend less time spinning in circles EQing things. If I can help it, I won't use another EQ. It completely removes the louder equals better situation we had earlier. Let me show you why this can be dangerous. We're going to go to Mix C here. We're going to use a parametric EQ. Fruity parametric EQ with no AutoGain. Let's say we think this mix needs more high frequencies. Watch what happens when we try to boost up the high frequencies here. We're definitely hearing more high frequencies, more hi-hat sizzle, but you're also increasing the overall volume of your song because what you're doing when you EQ is actually boosting the gain. You're boosting the output gain of your song, but you're doing it on a specific frequency band. That's all it is. So when I boost the low, let's say like we want to like, oh, let's make the bass hit harder. So despite the fact that it's like distorting now, a lot of people would be like, that sounds better, right? Without it, it just sounds, that's off, right? That sounds like flat and yeah, with it on, it just sounds better, right? It's just volume. That's all it is. So here's what you could do. You could take this EQ, right? And you turn down, this is the main level right here. You turn this down, like maybe, I don't know, like if we boosted it 10 there and 5 there, what happens if we turn this down 15? Like that's really drastic, right? Bring it up a little bit. I'm just turning the plugin off and on. See, now I would say that's more like it. So now we have the before. We have the after. Now, those are actually like more similar in how I'm hearing them as loudness. The thing is, there's just a different EQ curve, so it sounds like a different mix, right? You can do that by hand, and then you'd know this EQ is like, we don't need that EQ. It's not good, right? It's the same volume, but it's not better. Right? We're not trying to get volume from EQ. Like that's just ridiculous, right? But I open up Pro Q4 here, turn on AutoGain right here. And then do the same thing I did earlier, boost this 10 decibels here. And then what I do 5 here. The AutoGain just did all the work for us. Let's compare that with the old parametric EQ. Versus Pro Q4. That will just save you so much time, so much effort and energy. And not only that, you'll just have way better EQ. Like, forget all that other stuff, man. Like, you don't want volume. You want to set the volume before you even worry about EQ and stuff. If you're EQing like vocals over a beat, you don't want to change the volume of the, you already have that solid. You're just EQing it now. Why would you want to change the volume? That's wrong. You don't need to use this EQ, right? But it makes it so much easier. Like, I just love this. It's amazing. I'm sure there's other EQs that do this. There's even some compressors that do this, but I just think FabFilter is just the go-to. It's just like the bread and butter EQ, digital EQ, bread and butter. And now Pro Q4 even has different modes here too. It's excellent. Like, that's just a quick little simple video, right?